Seneca Speaks. Imagine this. You wake up at 6 a.m., dragging yourself out of bed and getting yourself ready, forcing yourself to go to school. You may think this sounds like the typical life of a student, right? But no, this is about teachers. Do you ever think about how teachers come to school day after day and they feel exhausted after all this time? How do they do it? How do they find a way to work for such a long time with all the struggles they face? School districts across the country are struggling to find qualified teachers to fill vacancies. JCPS has been working for years to reverse that trend.
Teachers get mad, they get frustrated, they get stressed. They can't do the job they want to do.
Getting my students that don't want to work to actually be motivated to work. Trying to get them to actually truly want to work is a struggle.
Everyone will eventually know the responsibilities of being an adult. Some of us already know a part of what that may be like. Most of the time when you ask people what they envision themselves to be later on in life, or even kids, what they want to be when they grow up, most of them don't say they want to be a teacher. But why is that? Is it money, responsibility, not being good with people? Let's see what the students and teachers have to say.
My name's Ariane. I'm a senior, and I go to Seneca High School.
Yeah, hello, my name is Alvin Rana. I'm a senior at Seneca.
Hi. I'm Dahani, and I'm a senior.
It's obvious to people that teachers struggle in their everyday life at school. It is one thing to actually be experiencing these struggles and knowing what they are. But from an outside perspective, what do people think they are? What do the students believe they are?
Time management. They have to work 5 days a week to teach children, get the job done. And teachers get mad. They get frustrated, they get stressed. They can't do the job they want to do. Like teachers, they choose to be there, and students make them they regret what they're doing. They want to switch, and then that's why JCPS has like a teacher shortage. Lack of pay, and the students are just bad.
Teachers are probably some of the most important jobs ever because you can't learn anything without a teacher, and they're super undervalued because they're not paid well, they're not treated well typically, and that's the reason why so many teachers don't want to actually go into anywhere and work, and why there's so many vacant classrooms and stuff is because they're just not really treated well typically, and people don't really look at teachers the best way in general.
Students are could be very disrespectful and other stuff like that.
As of right now, no, I do not want to be a teacher, but maybe in the future, like teaching small classes like now and there, but not full-time teacher.
But as I grown up, obviously with the importance of teachers, it could be something I would want to do, but I don't think I want to go through what teachers go through and go through all of that stuff just to not want to be a teacher anymore.
Teachers have had their struggles since school has become a thing. Some problems stay the same, while some stem from one another. However, we won't truly know what they are unless we get an inside perspective from the teachers themselves.
My name is Mr. Sesteric. I am a CT teacher at Seneca High School, and I've been teaching for 24 years.
Okay, Andrew Harris, band director at Seneca High School.
We will explore the perspectives of two teachers, Mr. Sesteric, a veteran, and Mr. Harris, a newcomer. Does experience level affect their teaching and the struggles they face, or do they encounter the same challenges?
Getting my students that don't want to work to actually be motivated to work. Trying to get them to actually truly want to work is a struggle because the kids willing to actually work, they have a growth mindset. If they're not willing to work, they have a fixed mindset because they've already set their own barriers. The problem is that some of the kids with fixed mindsets have the issue of they have so much going on outside the building that are problems, they can't focus on what's here. Stuff at home that's out of my scope. There's nothing I can do about it. And so when I had that discussion with kids, I said, I know you got problems going on, but can you do anything right now to fix them? And they're like, no. I said, then why not just sit here and work? There's a lot of baggage that you all carry, and a lot of times you can't even fix it while you're here at school. And I always tell kids, if you're going to get out of the situation you're in, get an education while you're at it.
Kids didn't care about Seneca, and they didn't care about, specifically in my class, the band whatsoever. Or to see a kid say, like, oh, I get this. I get it. And it's been something we've been working on for I don't know how long. That's why I came to school today. With how much kids are coming in to practice if they have a period where they're able to, or after school, or taking their instruments home, and actually care about doing what they're doing without me being right in front of them, that's huge. And that's awesome. And I'm seeing that like a lot more.
In conclusion, teachers all have struggles which they deal with. Whether they are new to teaching or not, throughout their time in teaching, what they deal with makes you think it's no wonder why they struggle. However, through these struggles, they gain experience and still show up every day to teach people.